Alright, so what I wanted to demonstrate today was the snare that I made. Now this is a real heavy duty thing for maybe like deer or coyote. Great thing about snares is that even when you're not there, they're still hunting. I believe it's January. Nice weather for New York. January. I just have it taped up so it will fit inside of a 1-gallon bag. Ziploc bag. All these parts I got at Walmart just to prove that you can build a decent snare. Shopping with the junk that they sell there. The cable is 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch cable. And it comes in a big spool. You can make 3 snares out of it. And I wanted enough lead line that I could take it back to another tree or something attached to this end. The only tool you need to set this is your hands, obviously, and a pair of vice grips just to tighten these 2 nuts down so that your anchor is very well attached to something. So this is the snare end itself, and all I've done here is taken the cable tie, put a small bolt behind it to lock the cable in, because just holding on to one cable it won't lock one there. It just wants to slide off the end. I'm going to tape the end just to keep it from being sharp. When I handle it, I really don't care. The animal gets stabbed because it's not going to be around for long anyway. So then I've taken a washer. Now I drilled this washer with 2 holes so that the cable passes through it. In this case, I think it's a 5/32 hole, which is a little loose. And the other ones I did with a 9/64 hole. That's for a 1/8 cable. And basically, you want to stay just the next size up in drill bits if you're dealing with 64ths, so that this passes, but then you want it to lock in. So the idea is you've created a funnel, the animal to come through. Alright, there's the rooster. And this is hanging there. They get their head in there, and this locks down as they pull away from it. Let's see if this one's going to do it. Got it up too far. That way. Oh, come on. There we go. And then the only way to unlock it is to actually take your thumb and do it. So, there we go. That's the way it's supposed to operate. Tightens down, they start struggling, it sets tighter and tighter and tighter. That actually is pinching me. And they can't get away, can't back it up. They need thumbs to release it. So that's that. Walmart snare made for, I don't know, maybe $5. No, it was 15 because I did 3 of them. And then the other ones that I did were smaller snares. I'll show you those later. They were made out of smaller picture hanging cable. I'm not real happy with them because I don't have a way to get them to lock yet. I tried the washer technique and the cable's just too small to get a bite. But if you had that anchor end attached to something with a trigger where it could green like a sapling bent over, and so that as they hit the snare it would pull that trigger out and pull the limb up, pull the sapling up and put pressure on it. Boy, that would be even better, because then they'd be hanging and the sapling would exert the pressure and keep the snare from being able to back up. But something good to have in your bug out bag is these snares, because you want to be able to possibly, you may have to kill quietly. You may need the food. Here's a lot of food all in one place. And there's the camera. Alright, that's the end of the video. Catch you later.